Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that's super important for anyone looking to visit the US. How to absolutely crush your B1/B2 visa interview. Look, I get it. The whole visa process can seem really intimidating. You're probably stressed about the paperwork, the interview itself, and of course, the possibility of getting denied. Trust me, I've been there. But the good news is, with the right preparation, you can absolutely ace that interview and get one step closer to your dream trip. We're going to break down the most essential tips and strategies I've learned over the years so you can walk into that embassy or consulate with total confidence. First things first, let's talk about preparation, because in the visa interview game, preparation is key. You absolutely need to have all your documents organized and ready to go. We're talking about your application form, your passport. Make sure it's valid for at least 6 months past your intended stay, by the way, your visa photos, everything. Think of it like this. The consular officer is like a lender deciding whether to give you a loan, which in this case is entry into the US. You wouldn't walk into a bank for a loan without proving you can pay it back, right? Same goes for your visa interview. You need to prove you're a serious applicant who's going to play by the rules. So how do you do that? It's all about the documents. We're talking proof of financial stability, ties to your home country, maybe even a detailed travel itinerary. Basically, anything that shows you're a legitimate traveler and, crucially, that you'll actually return home after your trip. And don't just stuff these documents haphazardly into a random folder. Get yourself a nice, organized folder or binder because, believe me, first impressions matter. Okay, next up, let's talk about something that might seem small, but can actually make a huge difference. What you wear to your interview. Look, I know it's not a fashion show, but you don't want to show up looking like you just rolled out of bed either, right? The key here is to strike a balance. You want to look presentable, professional, and respectful. Think about what you'd wear to a job interview or an important meeting. No need to rent a tux or anything, but a clean and ironed shirt or blouse, slacks or a skirt and closed-toe shoes go a long way. Here's the thing. When you dress well, you instantly feel more confident, and that confidence will show in your posture, your demeanor, and the way you answer questions. Plus, it shows the consular officer that you're taking the interview seriously. Remember, this is your chance to make a good first impression, and you never get a second chance to do that. So, ditch the sweatpants and put your best foot forward, literally. Alright, now let's talk about the heart of the interview, your answers. And when it comes to answering questions, honesty is non-negotiable. Look, I get it. You might be tempted to embellish a little here, omit a detail there, especially if you're nervous. But trust me, it's not worth it. Consular officers are trained to spot inconsistencies, and they have access to tons of information. They'll see right through any BS, and if they catch you in a lie, even a small one, it could spell disaster for your application. Instead, focus on being truthful and straightforward in your answers. Provide clear and concise information, and don't volunteer extra details unless you're specifically asked. Remember, the goal here is to provide the information they need, nothing more, nothing less. This next tip is crucial, guys. You absolutely need to know the ins and outs of your trip. And I'm not just talking about your flight dates or hotel reservations. I'm talking about the why behind your trip. Why are you going to the US? What are you planning to do there? Who are you going to see? The consular officer wants to make sure you have a legitimate reason for visiting and that you're not planning on overstaying your visa. So, be prepared to talk about your itinerary in detail. Where are you going? What are you planning to see? If you're visiting family or friends, be ready to talk about them. And listen, I know it's tempting to cram in as much as possible, especially if it's your first time in the US. But try to keep your itinerary realistic. A jam-packed schedule can actually raise red flags. It's okay to have some downtime and flexibility built in. Finally, let's talk about practice, because like anything else in life, practice makes perfect, especially when it comes to visa interviews. There are tons of resources available online that list common visa interview questions. Take some time to go through these questions, think about your answers, and even practice answering them out loud. You can even record yourself answering these questions so you can see how you come across on camera. Are you making eye contact? Are you speaking clearly and confidently? Are you fidgeting too much? These are all things you can work on before the actual interview. And hey, If you really want to take your preparation to the next level, consider doing a mock interview with a friend or family member. The more you practice, the more confident you'll feel when the real deal rolls around. And there you have it. Those are my top tips to help you absolutely crush your US B1/B2 visa interview. Remember, preparation is key. So gather your documents, plan your outfit, practice your answers, and most importantly, believe in yourself. Getting your visa approved might seem daunting, but with the right mindset and a little bit of effort, you can totally make it happen. I'm rooting for you. Thanks for watching. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more useful content. Good luck with your visa interview.